Hello, Module 3 in Jackie's Workshop Hub. This is Jackie Dickens Walker coming to you live for Module 3 of Mirror. Ooh, we are having fun in Mirror. All right, let's see what we got going here. You got something to drink? Get something to drink because you're going to need it. It just makes it more fun. It's like we're sitting at the table together. Because we are. All right, let's see. Let's do a little recap. First one, module 1, we went over the image, right? In the mirror, right? Meeting yourself in the mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. What is my life? I am my life. Yes, I am my life. And then when we look in the mirror and we see the I am that I am, that's quite encouraging, right? And then when we take the time to get to know ourselves and go on to module 2, module 2 was rewriting the inner narrative. Because for so long we've been programmed. There's been a lot of programming going on in there, like the things we learned in school, the things we learned when we were young, the things we tell ourselves in the morning when we wake up, the things we tell ourselves at night before we go to sleep, and our brain is working all night long. And if we're not intentional with what we're thinking, because what we think and say brings life to what we think and say. And so if we're not intentional with what we're thinking, that just drives the train. Who's driving your train? Are you driving your train? Because you can. You just take over the reins. Whoa, we're going to hold the reins on that story because our whole world is made up of the stories that we write, the stories that we tell ourselves based on the experiences and the pre-programming, some of which we're not even aware of. But in module 2, we started learning how to become aware of different programs that are in there. It's like, oh, wait, what was that? Where did that come from? Have you ever been somewhere and you're like, why am I acting like this? If you watch the Housewives of Orange County or those housewife shows with the women who are 50, 40, 60, acting like teenagers, that's their inner self. Their inner child is running the show. And that kind of stuff sells. So it's powerful for the network, but it's running havoc on their life. You can watch it. You can watch it, but you know for yourself because we all have that inner child. We all have that inner voice that's not fair. Well, you're talking to them, but you're not talking to me. You're doing that, but you're that inner child. But we also have that wise one that says, it's okay. It's okay. Everything you need is inside of you. Everything you want is already there. It's already yours if you just align with your true self. And that's where we're going for module 3. We changed the inner narrative in module 2, or learned how to start changing, start driving our own train. Now we're going to reconnect with our inner integrity, which is also aligning with our authority. Because we came here with everything that we need. But the hardest part for us as humans walking this planet is learning to listen, learning to get to know ourselves, learning to listen to our inner voice, our inner authority, that breath that was breathed into our life, that when we first came through the portal, which is our mother from spirit to human form through the portal, our mother, that breath that was breathed in, that breath is still connected. That's our divine, that's our divinity, that's our divine source that gets buried with all the noise and all the things that we've been programmed to do. The matrix is what I call it. The pre-program, the voices that we hear. Oh, that's not true. Oh, that's not true. Oh, that's not true. That's a pre-program because it's based on the things that we know because they were things that we were taught in order to have an outcome. That is not in our best interest because our best interest is to lean on the integrity. Lean on our own divine authority, which is that wise one, and our connection to source, our connection to divine, our connection to everything that we came here with that is already mine. I've been listening to a song, already mine. When we ask ourselves, we know the truth. Throughout history, all of the greats, Einstein, all of the greats, the one constant thread that they had, I heard this on, I don't know what it was, but anyway, was that truth is self-evident. And you will know the truth and it will set you free. You will know the truth if you ask within yourself, is this true for me? Is this the path I want to take? Is this the path that's set? That it will align me with my true self? When we are our authentic, true self, we have that inner integrity. We reconnect with our inner authority. We reconnect with what we came here with. It's fun. It's exciting. And that's why I giggle. So when we ask ourselves, we know our truth, right? Understanding self-trust as consistency, not perfection. The hardest thing for us is to, am I doing this right? And then when we find out, oh, I might have done something wrong. Oh, I did something wrong. Oh. That puts us in a box. And then we write a story about it. Oh, I did this and they didn't like that. And that's why that happened. And this is why that happened. Because we know, right? We've been bought off on knowing. Go to school so you can know. Get this certificate so you can know. Do this and then you'll know. If you go over there, you'll know. We've been bought off to know. But truth is self-evident. And you will know the truth when you look for it within yourself. And then when you align with it, and just being able to self-trust is a matter of consistency, not perfection. It's not, oh, you really perfected that knowing yourself. No, we're on a journey. We're on a path. And all we do is just a little tweak here, kind of like that frequency I was talking about in module 2. When we, in the 70s, when we went to the beach, if we had our radio with us, we had to just turn the dial a little bit, get that frequency. That's all it is. It's a little change, little shift. If you either shift it and get it, or you don't. So self-trust is consistency, making little shifts to get the frequency, our highest frequency, not perfection. Ding. Identify ways that you find yourself doing things consistently. Okay, this is really fun. And this is the part where you're really connecting with the who that you are. Connecting with that you have what you need. Connecting with your divinity, your divine connection is not in some book. It's not coming from some person. It's not coming from some event. Your divine connection is within. And learning to see you. That's where this comes in handy. Oh, look at her. There she is. There she is, my buddy. That's my buddy in there. We go everywhere together. And we are busy. Whether we're sitting at the airport, people watching, or we're sitting on a plane, going through turbulence, wherever we are, we're together. And it's a beautiful thing. And learning to know and trust your yourself and your higher wise one is where we're going in the next module, but we're going to stick with this one. Learning to know, you got to get past those pre-programs. You got to reset those inner dialogues. That's in module 2. Don't skip module 2. Because once you get here, you when you're rewriting those dialogues, then that subconscious, when it starts barking, you'll notice it. You'll be like, whoa. That's the inner child. Let's hear from the wise one. Or, wait, what is that? Oh, that hurts. We're so afraid of pain. Oh, I didn't do this right. Oh, I talked to her wrong, or I talked to him wrong, or that's why, this is why, and then those narratives, right? Whereas if we're feeling uncomfortable, if we're feeling shy or embarrassed or feeling pain, we just be still, feel the pain. This is uncomfortable. I'm gonna go over here. When our emotions are high, our intelligence is low. So we make decisions when our emotions are calm. No emotional decisions. Because when we're feeling those different emotions rushing in, if we just stop, acknowledge them for what they are, don't attach a story to them. This is why I'm feeling like this. This is why I'm sad today. I woke up sad and this is why. Blah, 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 blah. You did this and you did that and she did this and oh, back when. We write these stories and then we think we know, and then we base our life on reciting those stories, and then we wonder why we keep seeing the same thing, because we're an energetic match for what we continually say within our mind. Our thoughts drive our train. And when we can take control of our thoughts, bring those puppies down, get control of those thoughts. What am I thinking? What are you thinking? I don't know. What are you thinking? How many times have we said that? What are you thinking? Oh, she's crazy. What is she talking about? What are you thinking? Oh, this is interesting. What are you thinking? That's what drives your whole world. We all have our own universe that we live in. And when these things, these painful things, oh, that hurt my feelings. Why did it hurt my feelings? It hurt your feelings because it's based on a pre-program. It's a program that's already in there. So if you just stop and be still and maybe go to the bathroom or something and just be still with it, what is that book? Someone just gave you a gift. When we are triggered, that's a gift because we're being called to our higher self, and that's a pre-program, and that program needs to be dispelled. So all we have to do is open the book, feel the emotion. That's why we came here, to feel emotions. Feel the emotion. Pain is not bad. Pain is not bad. A lot of people are going to throw darts at me for saying that. Pain is an emotion. It's a feeling. Energy. We are energy. When energy moves, it has different. Open the book, the gift. You hurt my feelings. Open the book. Feel the emotion. And they say, science says 60 to 90 seconds, and it will pass like the clouds. And if we don't take the time to write a story and then log it in that pre-program, we're starting to clean out that trash and move it out. And we're leveling up to our higher self. Because we all have a higher calling. We all have a greater self. But we get caught up in this noise, and it is noise. All the bad news used to be 4 o'clock news, 5 o'clock news, 6 o'clock news. Now we have 24/7. It's because of the time that we're in. There is a great awakening. It's a great awakening. And we are reaching up for our higher selves all over the place, all over the globe, humanity as a whole. And when we tap into our inner integrity, this is powerful. When you identify ways that you find yourself doing things consistently, feel the reward of that. I make my hot beverage every day. It's a consistent thing, and it's a pleasure that I have, that I enjoy. And I don't take it for granted. I really enjoy it. I get a lot of satisfaction. And satisfaction is my highest frequency. And we attract what we become. So when we take time to enjoy the satisfaction, for me, I don't know what it is for you. I'm in human design. I'm a generator 3/5. And my authority is satisfaction. That's my highest frequency. And when I hang out there, I make little pockets of it. I do little satisfaction, like I just said. Is the fact that I'm on module 3 of my 4th workshop. I'm on module 3. All the other workshops have been 2 modules. This is module 3. And have I got an announcement at the end of this? These are little pockets of satisfaction. That's a frequency. We're energy. In order to attract more, you become more. Identify ways that you can find yourself doing things consistently. I do my push-ups every morning. For a while, I couldn't. I was sharing it on my lives because this wrist was being irritated. And so I asked, and I found out that if I do them on my wrist, that way, if I do them on my knuckles, that way my wrists won't be compromised anymore, and that pain is gone. So I've been doing them on my wrist, but I'm still doing them every day. It'll be, I think June is when I started. But my squats every day, these are consistent things that we do. Consistency, that builds trust. You begin to trust yourself, but you have to acknowledge the things that you're doing. In February, I think, of 2025, I decided I was going to do squats. Every time I brush my teeth, I did 25 squats. I've done anywhere from 25 to 40 squats every day since February of 2025. So come February to be a year. These are consistent. This is how you build trust with yourself. It doesn't have to be monumental. I'm going to go build a house, then I'll trust myself. No, start with the little, just be consistent in the direction of what you want to do. And then when you recognize yourself, you're actually pre-programming that subconscious that says, oh yeah, you never get anything right. You don't do anything right. You start this and then you don't finish it. You do this and then you don't. That subconscious, that pre-program in there, that pre-program, our brains are a computer and it logs everything we've experienced throughout our life. And when we get to the point where we realize that and then we start reprogramming and getting rid of what no longer serves us. But first we have to be able to hear the subconscious. And the way we hear it is when we're triggered. This is like such good news. When we're triggered, it's a gift. Some that will be very hard to hear. Listen to it again later. If it doesn't make sense, I promise you, if you come back and you listen to it again, it will start to sink in. When I was in Costa Rica in April of 2025, I was in Costa Rica on a speaking retreat. And I was there with, 5 other speakers. And we were with Elizabeth Ocean. And we were asked to stand up and give a one sentence. If you had a speaking event and they wanted just one final sentence that you felt like was really important, just dig within yourself and get that. And so I kept hearing, what we think and say brings life to what we think and say. And I just kept hearing that. I was like, well, I guess that's what I'm going to be saying. What we think and say brings life to what we think and say. So I stood up and I said that. I didn't really understand it. I didn't really understand it because it wasn't coming from me. It was coming from my divine connection, which we all have. But the noise gets in the way, right? And all that pre-program. Oh, that's not right. Oh, and then we start writing stories. But when we get in alignment and we just listen and be still, and we were up in the jungle in Costa Rica. We were being still. We were hearing all the different noises and we were just focusing. Different ones would journal in the morning, do writing about their thoughts and the stories that they were creating. And I did that as well. And just that quiet time, hearing and being in nature and hearing from source, divine, whatever. What we think and say brings life to what we think and say. And now I'm literally teaching about this and I understand it so much better. But it was originally given to me. And I'm hearing all these other people now saying it too, because we're all getting it from the same source. It's beautiful and it's true. And Napoleon Hill, right? Early 1900s, he would write about the power of thought. Think and Grow Rich, that book just, right? You probably know the book. So I was on a cruise with my mom and that popped up in my feed. Watch what pops in your feeds. So I was listening to it. He was talking about the power of thought. I was like, wow. And then different other things would come in the path, And now I'm teaching on it. So when you find yourself doing things consistently, reward yourself. Have another cup of tea. Do what you like. Repairing trust by keeping small promises. That's what consistency is. When you keep a small promise to yourself, when I said I'm going to start wearing these light bio lights, the patches, X39, when I said I'm going to give it a year. I want to give it a year. I want to see it. All the things that I'm hearing, I want to give it a year, a good solid year. And I've been wearing them. And come January, it'll be a year. And I'm going to keep wearing them because I know how good I feel. And I didn't feel like this before. But when we do things consistently and we don't expect the like magic, make this go away. We want everything now. User-friendly, you know what user-friendly means? It's easy for me. That's why now when we unlock our phones, our face will unlock our phones. So when you tell me I have to put a code in, that's irritating. Because we've been programmed. We've been programmed by these knowings. Right? Repairing trust with yourself, which is a really good idea. And this does not take long. It just takes consistency. You just have to be consistent with it. And you have to be genuine with yourself. I mean, you can lie to yourself if you want to, but that's not going to be real effective, right? But we learned that. Repairing trust by keeping small promises to yourself. Set intention for what you want to achieve. And that's what I was talking about. Like, I wrote it down. I was also on a speaker quest for 12 months where I wanted to speak 6 to 8 times a month in order to build that speaker muscle, like the speaking that I'm doing now, this workshop. It was all in preparation. It's in my path. It's on my journey. So I said in June of 2024, I said I think that's right. I'm going to speak 6 to 8 times a month. And so I kept track of it. And here's 11, and I could flip through the whole thing and show you. This was that year. I got to the end of the year. I got to 100 times. And I didn't write down the rest of them because 6 to 8 in the September was 7. In the 13, October, 6, November, December, I'm usually helping my mom on a cruise somewhere. So this was 3 because I didn't have the Wi-Fi was real bad. And what was I doing? Yeah, it was building my speaker muscle, which is why I have a membership now to help other new speakers build their speaker muscle. But it was also building that inner trust. I trust myself to do what I say I'm going to do. That's powerful. That builds that inner confidence. We were talking about that in module 2. When you walk in a room and you have confidence in yourself, not cocky and arrogant, not I'm better than you, not, oh, if you could only be like me, none of that. No. Just confidence and belief and trust in yourself and your ability and the connection that you have to source. Like, I'm not doing this by myself. I'm co-creating. I'm constantly saying, look, I'm going to push live. I need you to help me deliver this message, what you want me to say. I got the stories. It's been along my journey. Now just help me put them together. And they're coming together. This is my 4th workshop. This is module 3. The first time I've done a module 3. And we're not done. I got 2 more modules coming. So pick something to start working on. Habit stack. Yeah, habit stacking is great. And that's what I did. I said, well, I brush my teeth every morning, so I'll just do my squats. Because one of the speakers that was on my event, Resilience Beyond Menopause, which I ran for 18 months, talked about habit stacking and how she does squats when she brushes her teeth. I was like, oh my God, that's a brilliant idea. I love that. So I started doing squats while I brushed my teeth. And it'll be a year come February. But that builds, again, that inner trust. And How long does it take to do my push-ups? I timed it. 1 minute and 14 seconds. How long does it take to do my squats? Well, it makes me brush my teeth longer because I'm doing at least 25. Now I've been doing 30. But it makes me brush my teeth longer, and I'm not sure how long that takes, but I don't think it takes much more than the push-ups. And now I've started doing a upside down yoga pose where I hold my feet up along the wall. And I do that for 5 minutes. And during that, I kind of do quiet time. And I give gratitude and say what I want to say for the day to set the tone of the day. So these are 3 things now that I do in the morning. I think there's one more. Oh yeah, first thing when I wake up and first thing before I go to bed. I set the tone for my thoughts and how I'm going to drive forward with what I allow myself to think about. These are small things. They don't take a lot of time, but they're consistent in every day. And I could show you my arm. My arm is very strong. And my legs are very strong. And it's just 1 minute and 14 seconds out of the 1,440 minutes we get a day. Yeah, I just said that. 1,440 minutes. 1 minute and 14 seconds can keep your arm strong. And if your wrist starts bothering you from these, I just changed it to the knuckles. And it's actually working a different part of my arm, which I like. So make a small goal for tomorrow. Let's drive this train. Make a small goal for tomorrow. Go back and listen to module 2 and do that as well before you go to bed. What you do in module 2. I mean, what you say to yourself before you go to bed, because that's the quickest way to reprogram that subconscious, the thing we're not even aware of, and it's driving the train 90% of the time. 90% of the time we are operating based on our pre-programmed subconscious. The conscious will say something and the pre-program will say, oh no, it's like this, because it's based on what we've got in the files. You ever been sitting in a conversation and you say something and all of a sudden some just cuts you off and they start telling whatever they're saying? That's because their mind heard something and it went through their files and it retrieved something and they want to hurry up and say it before they forget, or they think it's really going to be important. But actually what that does, it shows that you're not really listening. You've got a little Post-it note of what you want to say. So you're thinking about what's on your Post-it note, and then you interrupt, and then you say it. But that's an indicator that you're not really listening. And listening is a skill that is way more valuable than talking, especially when you're in a conversation. Make a small goal for tomorrow. Write it down and put a box next to it. And then when it's done tomorrow, check the box. Or write another one, another box. Maybe whatever you did, that made you want to do something else. And then do the same. This is how you build trust with yourself. And when you have self-trust and you have self-confidence and you believe in yourself and you start erasing those pre-programs, we all have them. Just start erasing them. Erase them listen to module 2. I'm telling you, I'm not going to go down that path. But it's powerful because the subconscious is tricky. It's tricky. But when we're triggered, that's a gift. It's our higher self saying, hey, let's get rid of this trash. It's literally what it's doing. Let's get rid of this trash. When you're triggered, when someone does something or says something, that makes me so mad. Why? What is that? It's a pre-program. It's a story. It's a knowing that you have. So when you feel that, just say, wait, whoa, what was that? What was that? Why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this way? What is that? It's a gift. It's a book. You can either throw it on the shelf and write a story, Well, when I went down there and when they did this, that just really made me mad. Then you call someone, you tell them, hey, this is what happened. And then you write it again, reinforcing that story. And that's just programming again. When in actuality, we really don't know what's happening in the other person's world. They're dealing with their world. Let's just focus on ours. Let's focus on the energy that's around us. So when we do the inner work and we say, hey, wait, whoa, what was that? Whoa, why do I feel like this? Excuse me for just a minute. I will go in the bathroom and look in the mirror. What was that? Whoa, okay, all right. Let's feel it. Feel the emotion. Whatever it is. I'm embarrassed. That was, whatever it is. Don't write a story. Okay, I'm feeling it. Give it 60 seconds, 90 seconds. If you don't write a story and reinforce the anger, the pain, the frustration, the embarrassment, it'll pass just like the clouds. And you'll be yourself again. That wise one will comfort that inner child. It's okay. They're having a bad day. That's not yours. That's not for you. Just read the book, because that's a pre-program. That's what triggered it. Read the book and then toss it. It's no longer in there. And then you won't feel like I go through the same cycle. Hey, this is always happening to me. This is always happening to me. When we say this is always happening to me, we're programming our universe. What we think and what we say brings life, power to what we think. We're way more powerful than we realize. We came here with gifts and talents that if we reach for our higher self, those gifts and talents will be used to help humanity. We are first a gift to ourselves. And when we embrace that gift, acknowledge that gift, like that gift, love that gift, believe in that gift, and trust that gift, we become a bright light for others. It's a beautiful thing. Notice how well you did once you do that assignment. Make a small goal for tomorrow. Notice how well you did. Say the words in the mirror, I trust you. So set a little small goal. And then tomorrow, when it comes, check the box. Like, get a Post-it note, write it down, or in your journal. Put it in your journal. And then once you do it, look in the mirror and say, look, you did it. Celebrate your consistency. Consistency, not perfection. Being consistent. Reaching that higher self. It's once we get rid of some of that pre-programming, it gets so much quieter because all that is so noisy. It's noisy. Constantly writing stories. This will build confidence in your conscious mind, which will start to develop subconsciously. So what that means is your conscious mind will become more adamant. It'll be like, oh, no, this is right. Even when the subconscious says, oh, no. Your conscious mind will be, yes, I trust you. In the mirror. Having a bad day, come home, get in the mirror. I believe in you and I trust you. Somebody isn't responding the way you want them to respond. When you get home, get in the mirror. I believe in you and I trust in you. It is powerful. Don't write stories about why they don't do this or why they did that. This will build confidence in your conscious mind. Remember that. Because your conscious mind is like right now. I am talking to you right now. Right now. And you're hearing things. And then your subconscious mind will insert things based on what you know. And once you're able to see that, oh, that's not fair, that inner child that comes out, Oh, that hurt my feelings. You did that, and you did. When you're able to see yourself feeling that way, this is a conversation in your head. When you're able to see yourself, that's the magic. Because when we're on autopilot, you just like the Housewives of Orange County, like she said it. Now I'm calling her, and I'm calling you. When we're doing all that, we can't hear. It's too noisy. Because that inner child is, this isn't right. I always get this wrong. Why do I always get this wrong? That is not you. That is not your inner wise one. Your inner wise one will say, you don't always get it wrong. Come up here. Come up here. And just sit and feel. Open the gift. Because that's a gift. When you hear yourself saying things like that to yourself, and then you stop it. So you've got the inner child acting up. And then the wise one says, oh, hold on. So who is that observing? The two. That's your higher self. Calling you up. No is an answer. Ooh, we're going to get into some deep ones now. No is an answer. Oh. Trust in yourself when others are leaning on you to say yes, but you strongly feel no. Trusting yourself to say no when others are leaning on you to say yes. For some people, that is so hard. And sometimes you have to have a heart-to-heart conversation. And sometimes this is with someone that you really, really like and you want them to like you, so you want to lean into, okay, I'll just do it because I know they really want me to. But then you're pleasing. You're performing. You're becoming not your authentic self. Your higher power rests in your authentic self. You came here, you, one of a kind. And your journey tells that one of a kind. Your journey is one of a kind. We're all one of a kind. We're all special. And we all have gifts and talents that were put in us for the collective. So when we align with our true self, when we really stop, oh, do you want to do blah, 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 blah? We're all going to do it. Don't you want to do it? We're all going to do it. No. Wait, no? Yeah, no, I'm not feeling aligned. No, okay, you, no? No. Sometimes that's hard. But when you do it, you're staying in alignment. And alignment is your highest frequency. When you're in alignment, because you have a direct connect. Staying in alignment to your authentic self, continuing to get to that next level of your greatness, whatever that is. Everybody's greatness is different. But if you've got that burning fire within like I did when I wasn't working on being aligned, I was like, this is fire and it won't go away. It used to make me mad. I was like, what is this? What am I supposed to do? It used to irritate me. I was like, why can't I just sit here and watch Netflix? Why are you bothering me? What? Those are the things I would say. In between all the noise. And all the triggers. Writing all the stories. Trusting yourself when others are leaning on you to say yes, but you strongly feel no. Listening for your true yes and your true no. Sometimes I have to wait. And I have to have it's a sacral, hell yeah, I'm doing that. If it's a, well, I might, that's a no. And this is my higher self, which our bodies will speak to us. Our bodies hold our wisdom. Our bodies will talk to us if we develop the ability to hear them. And the more we align with our greater self, we hear it better. Less noise. When others ask you to do something, notice how you feel around what is asked. What are you feeling? What are you feeling in your body? Sometimes I'll feel like a very intense quiet. Like I'll be like, literally. Our bodies will speak to us through how we feel. Most people have an emotional authority in their human design. And which means that you feel the wave of emotions. You know, you have all the emotions, right? Happy, joy, sad, mad, pain, embarrassment, shame, regret. Listen to the way your body feels when you're trying to make a decision. And then let the emotion around the decision pass. And then search within yourself and ask yourself. When I write things down in my journal and I put a box next to them, sometimes I'll look later and I'll like, oh, I did that. I forgot I wrote that down. I did it. I started a journaling, my program, the Get It Done program. It's a journaling. And we draw a lot about what it is that we're working on. And it's not just like a writing journal, but it's drawing. You draw. And when you colors, our brain sees colors and shapes. And so the colors and the shapes help us to draw. When we're drawing, we're just thinking about what we're thinking, whatever we're working on, whatever is in our head. We just start drawing about it. Maybe it's a bad day. Maybe it's a good day. Maybe it's really excitement about the next day. Maybe it's, oh my God, how am I going to do this? I'm so nervous. Whatever it is, we draw about it. And then when you actually share it, other people look at it and they tell you what they see. And a good many times, your brain gets a message to you through your drawing, that someone else sees and shares it with you. It's powerful. But a lot of times I'll write things down or in my drawings. And then later I'm like, oh my God, I did that. Wow, I did it. My brain knew. Our brains work on things all day long. No, you said you were going to be a speaker and you would speak before thousands. Okay, we're working on it. And it's working on it. Notice how you feel. Because your body will talk to you. Our bodies will speak to us through how we feel. Most people are emotional authorities. All right, so that emotion will pass. All right, according to science, 60 to 90 seconds. Isn't that crazy? I mean, think about kids, right? Kids are out playing and all of a sudden you took my toy, and then they're fighting. And then the next thing you know, they're playing again. And then they're fighting. And then the next thing you know, they're playing again. But we adults, we take it to a whole nother level. We write stories and then we call our friends. How do you do? And that cuts that off. Whoop! Oh yeah, I don't talk to them anymore. That's the inner child. We have pre-programmed beliefs in our subconscious. Our inner child will act out, and that is a gift. Acting out is a gift. When we hear that inner child, it's a gift. When I first heard this, I didn't hear it like I know it now. I was like, what? That's a gift? They're pissing me off. Why is that a gift? It's attached to the pre-programming. That's a program. And that's showing itself. And then when we just feel the emotion, let it pass, and then you can throw that one away. But if we put it up on a shelf, it'll come around again. It'll come around again. We're just like the earth spins, our world, our universe, our life, that I am. What is my life? I am. When we look in the mirror, I keep saying that. When we look in the mirror, we see the I am. That I am. What? The I am that I am? When I first heard that, I was like, ah! The I am that I am, our direct connect. Learn to listen to our higher self. The body is our helper, and it will speak. Recognize triggers of it as a gift. That's how the body tells us our pre-programmed behavior. Feel the emotion, but don't respond. Do not respond. That's what I say to me. If I'm triggered about something, do not respond. Get over there and sit down. It really makes life more fun. It really does. Life is fun. Hi, Victoria. Oh, supportive, brilliant, supportive. Nice, Jackie. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. And those of you who I can't see, the comments don't come up right away, so I don't necessarily see who's there. But thank you for joining, and thank you for your comments. I appreciate them. So feel the emotion, but don't respond. Let the inner wise one calm the inner child. Let's do that again, okay? Oh, that's, you make me so mad. That, you hurt my feelings. That's not fair. These are the thoughts that are going on in the head, right? And sometimes come out of the mouth. And then the inner wise one says, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you doing? What are you doing? And then it's like, well, it's not fair. You're talking to me like I'm 12. She's talking to me like I'm 12. And then you come back. What? It's okay. You know you're not 12. You're a grown woman. I understand. You feel hurt. You feel the pain. Just feel the pain. And then let it go. Your emotions are high. So step away. Go in the bathroom if you have to. My emotions are high right now. I'll be right back. When emotions are high, intelligence is low. When we are feeling the triggered reaction, just break away. Feel it. Let the wise one come in. But remember, you're hearing the inner child and you're hearing the wise one. Who is the one observing? Right? That's our higher self calling us up. Don't write the story that turns into the novel that you call and then you talk about it for a week or two and it's based on your perception, it's based on your experiences, it's based on your subconscious. It's not even necessarily the truth. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Truth is self-evident. You will know it if you ask yourself. And let your wise one calm your inner child. Feel the emotion, but don't respond. Let the inner wise one calm the child, the inner child. Don't write stories about why. Okay, I heard this too. The worst question we can ask when we wake up sad or when we wake up mad or when we get in the car and we just all of a sudden feel angry. The worst question we can ask ourselves is Why do I feel? Because that's when we start writing a story. We feel because we came here to feel all the emotions. And we've been programmed to believe that all of these things, some of them are bad. And those programs tell us, oh, we need to identify what you said or what he said or what she said. And you know, when you did this, that's what. Those are stories that we're creating, which cause chaos in relationships. And the best part of life is relationships. And learning how to keep our relationships loving, kind, has everything, every bit to do with me working on me. Not fixing you. I can't fix you. I can't change you. I can't change her. I can't change him. I can't change them. Me? Oh, I can change me. Because no one will change unless they want to change, because they're the one that can change them. When we work on our inner, our outer changes. And it's beautiful. We begin to enjoy ourselves. We begin to believe in ourselves and trust in ourselves. And that consistency, when we have that consistency, that builds trust. So listen to this again. Do that. Do the homework. Write something small that you're going to do. Put a box around it. And then do it tomorrow. And then reward yourself. I trust you. You did it. You did it. And if you want to work on something to make your arms strong, do a habit stacking. 1 minute and 14 seconds out of the 1,440 minutes that we have a day has given me very strong arms since June. I think it was June. I wrote down, don't write stories about why. Why do I feel sad? Don't do you. You're just feeling the emotion. Feel it. Just go somewhere, take a bath, take a shower. Just be with yourself. Go get in nature. Go down to the beach. Cry. I was down at the beach 2 days ago. And there were seals swimming off the point. And I just started crying. And I was like, why am I crying? No, not why am I crying? Just cry. I'd catch myself. Because we're so quick to write stories. I'm crying because you did. And this is, and when you did, and you did, and you did. Just feel the emotion. My triggers are my responsibility. It is not your responsibility to tiptoe around my triggers. It's my responsibility to listen to my higher self and get rid of that pre-program that is causing that trigger. It's a gift. It's a gift. It is a gift. You want to be happy on the inside? You want to feel like your life is full of life and love? You want to love your life? You love your life when you love yourself. Because what is my life? I am my life. And when I look in the mirror, I see the image of the I am that I am. Give that a thought. And what we think and say brings life to what we think and say. Oh, I understand that way better now than when I first received it. That was in April. What are we in, November? Our thoughts drive our whole life. Our whole life is driven by our thoughts. And that pre-programming, 90% of our personality is coming from our subconscious, which we don't even know until we get triggered. And then if we receive it and say, okay, I need a minute. I'm going to feel the emotion. It's okay. You're safe. You're safe. You're safe. You're safe. It's okay. Feel it. It's okay. 60 seconds. It's gone. Maybe 90 seconds, according to science. Just like, remember the children on the playground. Oh, you made me mad. Blah, blah, blah. And then 2 minutes later, they're playing. And then they're fighting. And then they're playing. Yeah. Yeah. It's powerful. It will change your life. Don't write stories about wow. Feel it, back away, and let it pass. Say thank you to your higher self for making you aware. Okay, I definitely heard the inner child. It's kind of fun. It's really fun, actually. I definitely heard the pride, and then the wise one. Calm, be calm. It's okay. We've all lived our lives. Things happen to us as children, and we developed our emotional GPS. And now we've got these pre-programs from all the knowledge that we have. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. And that subconscious is running off of all the I knows, as well as all of the childhood wounds. All the childhood wounds. Do we want our childhood wounds driving our train like the Housewives in Orange County? I don't even know if that's the show, but you know what I mean. When these women who are 50 and 60 are acting like teenagers. I remember when I first, you wanna really get some triggers, be around your family because they know you the best. When I first moved back to help my mom, and because my dad had passed, and I would hear myself saying, she talks to me like I'm 12. I would hear that in my head. And I would be like, what is wrong with you? And I would act like a child. I was like, why do you do this? That's what I would say. Why do you do this? What is wrong with you? I thought I was broken. I thought, oh my God, I am such a bad person. I am so mean. Why do I do that? Why am I like this? We all have it. Don't listen to that. It's a gift when you know it. It's a gift when you learn it. It's a gift when you recognize it. And you're leveling up to your greater self. And whatever you're trying to achieve, whatever goal you have, whatever that fire is from within, I know I've got to do this. I came here for more. I have a mission. I have a passion. Whatever that is. Listen to your higher self. Because when you're in alignment, you're going to get there. You're already there. It's already mine. You came with everything you need. Nothing on the outside determines my value. Validation does not come from out there. Validation comes from me to me. I validate me. When your confidence is high, you believe in yourself and you trust in yourself. When you walk in a room, you vibrate confidence. You vibrate love. Your frequency is high and people hear it, see it, and know it. In different times, people will tell you. But that's when you're in alignment. And that's when everything you're working on start coming together. Fall in place. Say thank you to your higher self for making you aware. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, inner child. Thank you, wise one. And thank you, higher self, for making me aware. It's like that inner child is actually bringing us a gift. That inner child is making us aware. That's what tells us what the programming is that we need to wash away. Get rid of that programming. It's pretty exciting. It's pretty powerful. You have what you need. You're not broken. You don't need to be fixed. You just need to tune into the frequency and start clearing out the pre-programming. So that you can easily realign. Tune in that radio. You're at the beach. You either tune it in and get it or you don't. Tune it in and get it. It's just a slight little nudge. It's already mine. I came here with everything I need. I am the architect of my inner world. Nothing and no one determines my value. I don't seek validation from the outside. I have everything I need. I came here with it. And I sow seeds of energy. Not expecting an outcome. I want it to go like this. I just watch it grow. All right, that is Module 3. These are some of the practices that you can do. Go in the mirror and say, I trust you too, and I am working on trusting you with. I trust you too. Do whatever it is you're going to do for tomorrow. Write it down, put a box next to it. Make a 24-hour micro promise to yourself. Choose a small promise and keep it. And then show yourself, I'm consistent. I trust me. I'm consistent. And you start putting that into your pre-program. I trust me. I believe in me. When I first started saying that, that too in Costa Rica just fell out of my mouth. It's like, I trust you. Trust me. I am my best friend. I've been my best friend for quite a while. I believe in me. I trust me. I love me. I like me. I make myself laugh all the time. Be aware of your body and the wisdom it holds, because it will send you signals. Be aware of how you feel. How does it make you feel? Habits to build insight daily. Did I honor myself today? Reflect and reward. Yes. Name the things that you honored yourself in right before you're going to sleep. And tell your subconscious. Say the things that your subconscious is resisting right before you go to sleep. Because your brain will work on it in the night. That reprogramming. Because your brain works 24/7. Celebrate your kept promises instead of punishing your slip-ups. No more with the, oh, I always get this wrong. No. And I'm teaching. My subconscious knows she's just teaching. Because I do that. Like, remember, I'm teaching. Boundaries, check-in. Noticing where you said yes, but meant no. Just notice it. And then when a no conversation presents itself, just breathe. Just walk yourself through it. Get in the mirror and talk yourself through it. And then have the conversation. And start out with, I really value our friendship. I value you as a person. I love you. And I want to just assure you that this just doesn't feel aligned. Yeah, it just doesn't feel aligned. So for now, I say no. And then whatever else you want to say, have a good time, do whatever. I don't know, whatever that, it's your relationship. You know what you say. All right, so this concludes Module 3. Module 3 is done, but Mirror is not done. There are 2 more modules coming. And the next one is going to be dropping into the wise one within. Deeper inner listening, intuition, and self-knowledge. So that is going to be, I think it's going to be either on December 1st. I'm waiting to see if I get direction here. It very well could be on December 1st. That was going to be the Q&A Zoom, but I want to have the Q&A Zoom after the last 2 modules. So, and I'm going away for a couple of weeks. So we may need to allow for time and then pick it up. Yeah. I could possibly do module 4 on December 1st. And then the final module 5 after 2 weeks, or I'll start up module 4 and 5 in about 2 weeks. I will update inside the Facebook group and on my profile page. It's coming. All right. Well, for now, I have enjoyed my time with you. Enjoy your friends, enjoy your family, but most of all, and most importantly, enjoy yourself. You are a gift first to you and then to others. Do enjoy your gift, take care of your gift, and learn to love your gift. And listen to your higher self, because it's a whole nother world and it's beautiful. For now, I'm going to say, ciao.